Alice Cooper is an all-time great artist. His career spans 6 decades. He sold
Yeah.
50 million albums, nominated for 5 Grammys. Why do you think Alice Cooper is so successful and has such longevity? I mean, I know why I think, but for you, looking at him and having worked with him, what do you think it is that puts him on this pedestal in elite rarefied air?
Well, you have to separate the character from the man. And the character has become a cultural icon. And it's like he doesn't even own it anymore. I think the public owns it, and he's just there fulfilling what the public wants to see. I think on a personal level, he's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And when we were in the studio, we had Peter Collins brought in a chef. And so at the end of recording every day, the chef would have a band dinner for all of us. It was me and Mickey Curry, who was a drummer for Hall and Oates at that time, and Hugh McDonald, who's now the bass player for Bon Jovi. Yeah, and Steph Burns, who went on to be his live guitar player. So we'd all have this, group dinner, and Alice would just tell stories, and he'd have all these amazing stories about, sitting on Groucho Marx's bed, drinking Budweiser with him while they watch old movies, and playing golf with Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. and everything. Anyway, I could go on. It was just I'm sitting there going, tell me more. It was just awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, from what I hear, Alice Cooper's like shockingly intelligent, shockingly funny, and he's been labeled, I think Rolling Stone labeled him their favorite personality, essentially. Like interviewing him is the gold
Yeah,
standard of great interviews.
he's totally incredibly bright and incredibly insightful. And dude has seen some stuff. Fortunately, when I was working with him, he was sober, relatively freshly sober, I think. And he's the complete antithesis about what your parents warned you about when you wanted to go to one of his concerts. At least that's what my parents warned me about when I wanted to go. They wouldn't let me go at first. But anyway, he's a devout Christian. His dad is a minister. He's long time married to the same woman. He's adopted kids. It's just like he feeds the homeless. I mean, this is not the guy who wants to, bite the heads off chickens and stuff like that. I have a huge affection for him. And every time I see him on TV, I kind of go, you're the man kind of thing.